Imagine sitting at a dinner table, surrounded by his family, laughing, smiling. After 4 years together, you cooked, you showed up, you remembered everything. And then he stands up and says, "Everyone, this is Patricia. She's a good friend of mine. A friend." After 4 years, you smile. Because what else can you do? You nod. You cut into the pie you made. And somewhere inside you, something quietly breaks. Not loudly, not dramatically, just gone. And the worst part? Maybe you saw it coming and loved him anyway. Her name was Patricia Caldwell. 52. Strong. The kind of woman who builds a life from nothing and still find a way to give more. She had raised 2 children, survived a quiet divorce, built a home. Not perfect, but real. And when her house finally became quiet, she let herself want love again. That's when she met David. He was calm, attentive, different. He listened. He remembered things. He showed up. And for the first time in years, someone was choosing her, or so she thought. Within months, they had a rhythm. Weekends together, dinner routines, small, quiet love. She had a drawer in his house. He fixed things for her. She made his life easier. They talked about the future. He said all the right things, and she believed him. But there was one thing. He never posted her. Not once. No pictures. No mentions. Nothing. She noticed, but she explained it away. Because love doesn't question what it wants to keep. Then her daughter asked, "Mom, when are we meeting him properly?" She laughed it off, but the question stayed. Because in 4 years, she had never met his family. Until that night, the dinner, the invitation she thought meant everything. She got ready carefully, bought a new dress, made pecan pie from scratch, because she remembered what his brother liked. She always remembered. And then, "Everyone, this is Patricia. She's a good friend of mine. A friend." She drove home that night, 10:47 p.m., sat in her car, not crying, just sitting, because sometimes the truth doesn't explode. It settles. At 4:17 a.m., she opened his email, the password he once gave her, and everything changed. There was another woman, Carol, not new, not recent. 3 years, emails, plans, memories she was never part of. And one message, "I can't wait to meet your family." And his reply, "Give me time. I just need to handle a few loose ends." She was the loose end for years, and she was the in-between, the comfort, the quiet, while he built something real with someone else. She didn't scream. She didn't beg. She sent one message. "I found everything. I don't need an explanation. I just forgot to act like I knew my worth. Goodbye." He called 11 times. She answered once. He explained, apologized. She listened and said, "I know," and hung up. And that was the end. But here's the truth. She had always known. Not everything, but enough. She felt it, ignored it, and loved him anyway. Because sometimes love isn't blind. Sometimes it just hopes. 6 months later, she was different. Not broken, not bitter, just clear. She traveled, spent time with family, found herself again. And when she heard he got engaged, she didn't fall apart. She felt relief because she realized she didn't lose him. She escaped him. Because it's not enough to be loved in private. It's not enough to be someone's comfort if you're not their choice. You are not a secret. You're not a placeholder. You're not just a friend. You're the whole story, and you always were. If the story touched you, don't just scroll past it. Like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Because sometimes, people just need to be reminded of their worth. Now tell me, have you ever loved someone who kept you a secret? Have you ever ignored the signs because you loved too deeply? Drop your story in the comments. Someone out there needs to hear it.